neighbouring Bangladesh after news from Bengal after the lynching of a Hindu factory worker, Deepu Das. Another Hindu man, Amrit Mondal, has been killed by a mob. Amrit Mondal was beaten by a mob over an alleged extortion attempt. On Monday, allegedly was involved in several criminal activities and had multiple pending cases against him, including that of murder. The interim government in Dhaka said that the matter was unfortunate, but added that it was not at all a community-motivated incident. They've rejected any communal angle in the incident, saying that the murder happened due to Amrit's attempts to extort money and calling attempts to communalise the incident malicious propaganda. Meanwhile, the ousted former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, has released a statement condemning the Yunus government for atrocities against non-Muslims, saying that the government was interfering in Bangladesh's citizens' right to freedom of religion.
वो एक्सट्रीमिस्ट जमाती के हाथ में वो कोई सरकार नहीं है, कानून नहीं है, इसलिए वहाँ देश के अंदर से भी करना चाहिए, विश्व समाज को भी आगे आना चाहिए। और हम लोग बंगाली हिंदू के नाते वो हमारी दीपू बंगाली भाई है, उनका परिवार का साथ एक हिंदू को होने के नाते पूरा देश उसका साथ खड़ा हुआ है।
The tensions, both political and religious tensions in Bangladesh are at an all-time high, and coupled with that, the relationship which is at this moment on a very crucial juncture between New Delhi and Dhaka. We are trying to get you a sense of what not just the minorities are feeling, but in a whole, because there are a lot of intellectuals in Dhaka who believe that the government of the moment, the Yunus government, has not done enough to ensure a sense of safety for the minorities, and just not for the minorities, but also the intellectual class of Dhaka in the face of rising extremism in this country. Amrit Mondal was killed, another Hindu, but the government came out very, very strongly and said that his murder, his mob lynching is nothing to do with a communal angle. In fact, they had gone out and warned that if people are spreading that kind of news, they will be taken, they'll take strict action against them. They say that this man had he was a criminal antecedents, there were cases against him, and because he had gone for an alleged extortion bid, he was killed there by the people. Now, the important thing to note here is that even if we go by what the government is saying, coming at the back of what happened to Deepu Chandradas, and then of course where I'm standing just a few kilometers in the other direction is where the flyover is, or the market where a bomb blast took place on the eve of Christmas, killing one person. So if you couple all these things, it gives you a sense, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a sense of fear and a spiraling law and order situation in Bangladesh. Even if it was a criminal who was killed by the mob, the question is, what is the police and the administration in Bangladesh doing?
Let's tell you more about the Hindu man who has been killed, who was Amrit Mondal, also known as Samrat. He was a member of a criminal gang. He was involved in criminal activities like extortion. Also, Mondal had murder cases against him, and he was hiding in India before his return to Bangladesh. He is the second Hindu man that we know of who has been lynched to death in Bangladesh. And what is the interim government in Bangladesh saying about this lynching? They are saying murder of Amrit is not a communal act. They're saying Mondal attempted to extort locals. Propaganda being spread about this incident strongly condemn murder of Amrit, and they have also assured that they will be taking legal action when it comes to Amrit Mondal's death. But staying with Bangladesh, a fresh political storm has erupted in the country following controversial remarks by a Jamaat-e-Islami aligned lawyer targeting India and the Bangladesh Nationalist Party leader Tariq Rahman. Jamaat-e-Islami linked barrister Shahriar Kabir alleged that Tariq Rahman is betraying his father and accepting India's conditions after returning to Bangladesh following a 17-year exile. Now, the barrister further added that death was not for those who sided with India. The remarks, seen as a direct provocation against India, come just a day after Rahman, son of former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia, landed in Dhaka and delivered a speech outlining his political vision for the country and said that he has a plan for Bangladesh.
ভারতের কাছে দস্তখত দিয়ে যদি এই দেশে আসেন তাহলে আপনার মৃত্যুর সন্নিকটে। আপনার বাবা রক্তের সাথে তাহলে আপনি বেইমানি করতেছেন, আপনার মায়ের রক্তের সাথে আপনি বেইমানি করতেছেন। আপনার বাবা তালপট্টি দ্বীপ দেয়নি বলে শেখ হাসিনাকে এখানে ঢুকানোর 17 দিনের মাথায় আপনার বাবাকে হত্যা করা হয়েছে। আপনার বাবা পানি চুক্তির আন্ডারে ফারাক্কাকে বলছিল উড়িয়ে দিবে। আপনার মা এই পানির দাবিতে ইউএন পর্যন্ত গেছিল, সেজন্য আপনার মাকে কিন্তু ক্ষমতা থেকে কিভাবে চলে গেছে। আর আমার ধারণা আপনার মাজার ব্যথা এখনো যায়নি। যদি মাজার ব্যথা এখন অনুভব করে থাকেন, বিশ্বাস করেন না ইন্ডিয়াকে, বিশ্বাস করছেন তো মরছেন।
I want to begin by asking you, how important is the return of Tariq Rahman at the time when, people were seeing more or less a political vacuum with Awami League nowhere to be found, BNP now their acting chief coming back after 17 years. How important is this in the context of the things at this moment?
Actually, it's very much important in the sense that you already mentioned that Awami League is not on the ground now. So there is after Awami League, the main political party is Bangladesh Nationalist Party, BNP. And BNP's chairperson, Khaleda Zia, a former Prime Minister, she is very sick. So now the whole party is looking for a leader who can drive this political party ahead of the country's national election. So in that sense, Tariq Rahman is very much important, and without Tariq Rahman, this party actually can't go.
We heard a statement coming in from Jamaat-e-Islami leader, Barrister Shahryar Kabir. In fact, he went on to say that he made some allegations. He said Tariq Rahman has been shifting towards India. He's tilting towards India. He has accepted India's conditions. And he also went on to say he's betraying his father's legacy. Why do you see Jamaat, in fact, making such statements? Isn't it a blatant threat?
Actually, Shahryar Kabir, he frequently go to a television talk show. He is not actually any such kind of designated leader of Jamaat-e-Islami. So personally, he very often says many things. That's not actually the political statement of Jamaat, number one. Number two, after the fall of Sheikh Hasina, you know that the people actually were waiting for BNP. But the youth who took part in the uprising last year, actually the main allegation against Sheikh Hasina was corruption or demolishing a democratic system of the country. So people were frustrated to Hasina for that reason. But unfortunately, after the fall of Sheikh Hasina, some people across the whole country who are in the politics of BNP, they involved in extortion and other crimes. So in this situation, actually Jamaat take the opportunity, and Jamaat gain people's faith that, okay, you have seen Awami League, you have seen BNP, so please give us an opportunity so that we can serve you.